Alright, what's up guys? This is this week's Galactic Challenge. That was the worst way I could have worded that. This is the Galactic Challenge for this weekend. That's how I wanted to word it. Compared to last weekend where it was Night Sisters and you had to do with the whole Ichor and making sure that you could time the kills properly, this one is a lot easier. There is still a little bit of strategy involved, but not as much RNG involved in this one. It's really just a question of, are your mods up to par? And even then, your mods don't need to be, god mods. So I'm going to start with just overviewing the modifiers and looking over those, just describing them really quick. Then I'm going to go into the team, what Zetas I have, what's the relics and stats and stuff. I'll put down in the description just because of, it'll take up too much time just to talk about them all. I will tell you the relevant Zetas I have. I will tell you what stats particularly you want to look out for. And I believe also, speed isn't really much of an issue in this event, to be honest. But once we do that, I will run and do one or two battles if I can manage it in time. And I will also note, the team I use is a General Grievous Separatist Droids team. I did hear from a guildmate though that the old General Grievous Nuke team, which was IG-88 or an HK-47 lead with BB-8 at T3M4, Grievous, and then some L3 or B1 or whatever you chose. Apparently that does do the damage here. That will get you the 3 stars. Will let you pass the event. I don't know if they'll get you the feat though, because one of the feats is the one we've always gotten, where it's beat the round with the full team of whatever faction. But instead of no deaths this time, it's 1.5 million damage. With the full Grievous Nuke team, because of B1's assists, if you manage to get them, Droideka's assists, and Grievous in his own right doing AoEs that's massively damaged, he does get it done, I think, pretty much by himself. So I know with that team, I cleared it and I didn't even realize it. I thought it was to have no deaths, and I still got it. So with the Nuke team, or the General Grievous Sep droids, it's a lot easier in my opinion. But let's jump into modifiers first. So let's skip over here. So globally, there's Remnant of Power, and all it is that as a debuff gets inflicted by a character, they gain this buff called Imperial Rule. They get offense and potency. And the one you really want is potency, because you need to be able to stick those target locks, which also the droid buff this time does inflict target lock, but we'll get into that in a second. But a lot of the droids' inherent abilities, or specials, or basics, they apply target lock anyway, and you need potency to do that. I don't know if they've jacked up the tenacity on these guys. It feels like they have, but I don't know the actual numbers. I do know that they do have preloaded turn meter. That's why I was saying speed in the beginning really won't make too much of a difference. You just really got to kind of hope you have the survivability to take that first initial hit from Vader at least. But potency is definitely the thing here to look out for, because with Magna and B2, offense isn't really the best stat to look out for. With B1, it definitely is, I'd say that. But the other one is you're not going to really be sticking target lock too often with B1. And with Droideka, he's really just there for the assists. So, and I don't think, as far as I recall, that he has a debuff inflicting ability. I don't think so. I might be wrong on that, but yeah. The next one, Protocol Exterminate. This is really droid specific. Droids have 30% offense, so that kind of also negates a little bit of the Imperial rule, because 2% offense per debuff versus a flat 30%. When droids score a critical hit, they inflict target lock, which is very much like the one we have in the Darkside Geonosis battles, but instead of DOT, this time is target lock. And if you damage a target lock enemy, then that droid gets 10% protection. With the General Grievous Separatist droids, that's very worth it, because Grievous deals damage to his own droids, so this helps a shit ton in that area. And the Empire one, we've had this one before, and I think it looks like they linked the faction to bonus that you get. I mean, I don't know if we've had repeat factions so far. I feel like we have. I may just be forgetting, but we've had this one for our teams before, which is the leader has more max health and protection. And then when they use a special ability, all the Empire allies assist, and they deal a little extra damage. I think it's 10%, it should say. Yes, 10% more damage, and that's till the end of the round. And then if all the allies are Empire, or if there's no summon, they get a Snowtrooper off. So really you end up fighting 6 people, but you don't need to kill Snowtrooper op. If you kill everybody else, the op will just die right away. So you really only end up to kill 5 of them in order to beat the tier. So going on to teams, this is the team I'm going to run. I will see if I have time to run the nuke team. I do have other stuff going on today, so may not have enough time. But this team is the one I used. The relevant Zetas, I would say, are definitely Grievous's lead. The turn meter gain from damaging target lock enemies is probably the best thing you can get from him, because you can almost make it that besides the first turn that the Empire will take, they won't take another turn if you get it right. B1 Zeta, I would say definitely get, because of the fact that it just adds 50 more stacks, which means more offense, and I believe it's more tenacity, if I'm not mistaken, for the rest of the droids anyhow. Magna Zeta, it's universally known, that one's not needed. I have it, but that's because of the Forest Moon event. Droideka Zeta, this is a bit of a limbo, because Droideka in this event, at least the way I have him modded, which is low speed and high offense, he doesn't get enough turns. He gets one turn where either I use the special for the attack or I use this Disruptor Shield, and then more than likely Snowtrooper Rob dispels it anyhow, and then he gets a basic in there. He's not really doing much. So for the event, the Zeta doesn't make sense because he probably won't be using it that often. But out of this event, yeah, the Zeta is definitely worth it. And then B2, I have his Zeta as well. I think I don't even have him maxed. I think his ability here is, yeah. I never even bothered Omegaing his last one. But I have his Zeta because of that 5% turn meter gain, which again helps you set up a TM train. Now for gear, I noticed, they're all gear 13. For the last 4, B1, Magna, Droideka, B2, they're Relic 3 for B1, and the rest are Relic 1. And the only reason they're that way is because of the gas event. I didn't want to spend 5 to 6 hours smashing my head in a wall trying to beat the 501st, so I just took my chances. I'm like, you know what, I'll just Relic them and get it over with. And even then, Relic 3, in my opinion, isn't the worst one to get to. Getting to Relic 1 for the other ones, I'll be honest, is 40 of the 40 of the first piece of salvage tier. That's not the most difficult to get to. Relic 3, I understand you need the fragments, which does take a little bit of farming, but luckily you're almost guaranteed 1 in every single time you farm. So it's not like getting to Relic 3 is the hardest one. The one I will say is a little high, or that is high, not even a little high, is Grievous. He's at Relic 5. And my only explanation for that is I got him Relic at the very beginning when Relics were released because of the fact that we had Darth Revlon teams getting Relic at that point in time, and I needed a nuke team. And so I needed him to get Relic for all the damage output he could do. So moving on to mods then. So most of these characters are modded as you expect. Grievous has full health mods. I got these 60, again, it was for the nuke team, I just never bothered changing them. He has a crit damage here because if I'm going to be critting with him, and especially at the health levels he has with 130,000, I'm going to want him to be able to hit a crit and get a nice value from that. Other ones are all health, even the arrow, with I think speed on the arrow a little bit. Yeah. Offense here, remember, doesn't do anything. I know there's a 112 offense, which is probably, with a crit chance, probably helpful somewhere. I just, honestly, for this zone, I'm like, I don't bother. I just keep it on Grievous regardless. The one stat I will say for Grievous that you should maybe try to pay attention to, you could get away with a potency set, or an even better option would be a potency cross, or potency secondaries if you can manage to get a lot of them. Because my potency is only, I believe, 35. There we go, 35. And the main idea of the main strategy that I use in the event is basically stunning Vader so he can't take a turn. If he can't take a turn, then that's enough time for you to hopefully kill him and prevent him from using Merciless Massacre, where he can wipe your enemy team. And that's one thing you really got to be careful for, because he dispels the stealth, he has that Zeta, and so he can go right after Grievous, and if he stacks enough DOTs, he can kill him in one shot with the saber throw. And so that's one thing you really have to look out for. So stunning Vader is key in this event, and getting Grievous's potency up to land the stun helps a lot with that. Magna's secondary or second special can also help with that. I don't think it's part of the Zeta. It's not. So you can get the stun on him. I have gotten it like once because, again, I think that it feels like they artificially inflate the tenacity on these tunes a little bit. But then again, if you get it, great. If not, Grievous is really the main reason you have it. For B1, I believe I put speed, and then I know there's defense and potency, but literally it's just whatever had high speed that wasn't on my arena team mods. Droidica, again, like I said, high offense, low speed, and B2 is a bit of a weird grab bag. He's got a lot more potency. I think he's at over 100%. Because of that turn meter gain he gets, I want him to stick something. I want him to stick as many debuffs as he can. And tenacity, it was mostly for the gas event because I didn't want him to get dazed or stunned because that kind of, you know, he generates or he gets a bonus turn or 100% turn meter, I believe. I don't know how they phrase it. Is it bonus turn or 100% turn meter? You don't want him to lose that turn meter because if it refreshes the AoE, that means turn meter you can gain for your team, and that means you can get a train rolling. So it is something that I want to make sure he doesn't get dazed. And I think that's about it. I will put the more detail, I'll put the important numbers down below, but those are the stats I would say look out for. Potency on Grievous, I mean, and health as well. You know, he does damage on health, so make sure you pay attention to that. B1 is, again, like everyone knows, you know, all speed. Magna, oh, that didn't mean to do that. Magna is basically there just to eat up the first initial attack, and then some if you have him relic enough to survive it. I give him protection everything. Like you can see, all three of these or all four of these are protection. If you have a lower tier Magna, I'm a little sick, so I'm sorry if that my words come out a little weird. Magna can get away with a crit avoidance arrow just to like hopefully give you that little bit of protection from Vader's hits or anything. B2, like we said, you know, potency and tenacity, and Droidica. I guess I will show you a little bit. Oh, that was a weird hiccup. Offense, protection, offense. I give him pretty much all offense. And you can notice here, like, no speed. I think he's only, like, at 100 speed. 108. He's got, I believe, that's... I don't know how much speed he has. I think it's, like, less than 10. Yeah, he's got 5 speed thrown on. He's not meant for me to go... For me, he's not meant to go fast. He's meant to hit hard. In this case, though, he doesn't really do it. So, we'll see. I think that's it, though. So I'm going to jump into a battle. And I will describe what's happening along the way, what I'm thinking, and if there's time, I will try to do the nuke team. If not, just know that it can work, and it's, according to my guildmate, it works about the same way that the original nuke team worked for the versing Revon. The only thing I would say is make sure that you do put, or I would advise rather, that you put an IG-88 lead, because that AoE he does where he inflicts target lock, that'd be much more useful than the tenacity down from HK special. That IG-88 special is definitely more worthwhile for this particular event. Okay, so you saw in the opening hit here, Magna took the hit, and I mean he had to because everyone is stealth. That's the great thing about him too. He stealths everyone, so they forced him to take the hit. So first thing you want to do, get around this short trooper taunt. So, you know, put the AoE up. And now, if your Magna's not dead, I would say heal him with B1 because he's not taunting yet, but you can generate enough turn meter to get him to taunt up again and then take another. If, like, let's say by chance you don't get enough debuffs and you don't generate enough turn meter, he can tank another hit for you, which is undoubtedly helpful. So, first step here, I said you want to stun Vader, but if you have a low potency Grievous like mine, you probably won't stick it. So the best thing to do is first do Grievous' AoE. It inflicts target lock, and if I'm not mistaken, also takes off turn meter from the enemy. So it'll help in both those ways. So do that, and you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 25% turn meter. Well, no, 25. It's 10% turn meter for the other tunes, 20% for Grievous, and then now everyone's target locked as well. So in this case, I want Grievous to take his next turn. I'm trying to see. Snowtrooper's about half full. Looks like Grievous is about half full. Magna is not going to take his turn. He's way too slow. I don't think he'll take a turn. I'll risk it. I'll put up a shield and see if I can get away with it. Okay, looks like B1 gets a turn. And now since I'm going to do an AoE with B1, I know for a fact all three of these guys are going to get their turns next. Because that's right there, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12% turn meter. So I'm going to do his AoE, and I know all three of my guys are going to get a turn. And let's heal up. Let's get Magna. That way when he gets his taunt off. Okay, and one other thing, for those of you that don't particularly use the Vader lead or anything, but this AoE right here that Magna has is a Dispel, yes. And while for the speed downs and DRTs, I know you'd want to use it, because Vader's lead, the DRTs will just reapply. So just wait till he's dead. In this case, this is one time where I would say that having Magna Zeta is useful, because I'm going to use the second special. If a stun lands, that's great. If it doesn't, Grievous is going next, so I'll get a second chance for a stun. But if this doesn't land the first time, because I can't dispel that buff, this cooldown instantly resets, so I can use it a second time. So let's see, does he get a stun off? He does not. Okay, oh, but look like Droidica assists for the first time in a while. Now let's see, with 6 stacks, he's at about a little less than 50, I think. That's 12, that's 47% for potency. Let's see if I can get this, maybe? Okay, I got it, perfect. So here, now it's Vader stun, so it's all about getting him out of the picture as soon as possible. So I'm going to target him with a single shot here. AoE again with B1, because you know you got 12% turn meter that can be generated. I'll heal up Grievous this time around. There we go. And now his basic. Okay. I think this just charge stacks. That's where the damage comes from. Oh, he also doesn't put target lock, it looks like. Let's just do a basic. He's pretty fast. He probably will get away with it. Okay. Snowtrooper Rob is going to use AoE Dispel soon, which is also one. I don't know if it's listed in the feats or somewhere I didn't notice. So one of Snowtrooper Rob's abilities, he throws thermal detonators and they do an AoE Dispel and Tenacity down. So that's why if he is going to go right after Droidica, I don't bother popping the shield, because he'll get the shield and invulnerability, but then it'll get taken away right away. So if I see Snowtrooper Rob's going to go right after, I don't even bother. I just hit Vader with an attack. Let's see though. Is there anyone I want to? Let's see if maybe I can stun him. Perfect, I can. So now he gets to keep his invulnerability for a little longer. All right, now let's heal up Grievous. Okay, this should kill Vader. Okay, the assist killed him. Perfect. Now when Vader's out of the picture, it becomes 10 times easier. Because at this point, the main threat is probably going to be Tarkin. And I know that sounds a bit weird because there's Death Trooper, but Tarkin's ability to stop the crits really lowers your DPS. And then if somehow they get a sequence of turns, they being the Empire, they can spam special after special and potentially kill off all your tunes. So I try to take out Tarkin as soon as possible. Let's see if I can stun him. Perfect. Because that critical chance down is really detrimental, especially because Grievous, if you're trying to get his health pool super high, that crit chance that he has is very, very useful because he does a lot of damage from his crits. Let's see. That does more turn meter. I don't think that will not kill him. Yeah. Alright. B2's AoE generates more turn meter. No one needs to be healed, so let's just spam this. And this should kill Tarkin. Okay, that was entirely off. Okay, come on, come on. Alright, well, at this point you've seen pretty much what I'm just hammering away at Tarkin. And it's fairly simple, like honestly. Once you get rid of Vader, it becomes kind of a cakewalk. And again, you don't even need to really target Snowtrooper. The only time I did that was because I was like, he'll get an AoE, so might as well protect Droidica's assist a little longer. In this case, kill Grievous again, and you see the IPD droid dies there. This should kill him, I think. There we go. And now at this point, I would say Death Trooper is the next one to kill, and then Shore Trooper. He's the tank, he's not going to do anything, so just, go do whatever you want. Go to town on him. There you go. See? He's gone. But it's very, very easy once Vader's gone. But just getting past Vader is always the difficult part. And I'm sorry, I wasn't keeping track of how much damage I did. I'm willing to bet that in order to kill all 5 of them, maybe 6 if you do choose to go after Snowtrooper, it probably does somehow amount to more than 1.5 million damage. So in beating this mission, you probably will, or in beating the full droid squad mission, you probably will end up getting the Engineered Mayhem 7. So don't worry about that too much. The one thing I will say though is you need to really, really keep an eye out on the you need to really make sure that you land that stun on Vader, because that's really what makes or breaks your run for you. If you don't land it, you can technically try to make it, but the moment that his Merciless Massacre goes up, it's over. He will one-shot your entire team back to back to back. So if you don't land that stun from either Magna or Grievous, just back out. It's not worth watching your team go down one by one, because we still don't have the fucking option to leave the game while they're attacking, which sucks. I hate it. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You still can't do that. But just don't put yourself through that. Just leave if you know you didn't land the stun. Because it's not worth watching your team get wiped. This undersized squad, I'm going to try it. You know what, actually? 20-minute recording. I can try it right now. I'm going to try it without Droidica this time and see what happens. Because like I said, Droidica, this time he actually did assist quite a bit. The first couple times I ran this, he assisted twice. Like, he chose not to attack, and he had the invincibility up, so I knew he could assist. So, I'm going to see. If I can do it without Droidica, then that could be a way that you could get the underdog, too. Okay, so he opens up with the Crush. There we go. So, first step, like always, is to heal Magna. There we go. Oh, okay, so there goes Tarkin. Okay, there we go. That's not great. That is not great. This is going tits up already. Holy crap. Let's see, though. Let's see. He gets an AoE. He'll dispel all that. Can I land a stun? Nope. Okay, well, that's not going to go my way. Let's try it again. I'll try maybe one more, and then I'll call it. Just because I don't want this video to go on for half an hour for what's supposed to be a I'd say a pretty straightforward Galactic challenge. This isn't one that really requires you to think way too much about it. Okay, that's better. Now B2 got his assist turn on, or his 100% turn meter. So let's do this. There we go. Heal up Magna. Oh, crap. I didn't select Vader. Okay, it's fine. Come on. Get some target locks out there. Okay, you know what? That's not all of them, but I'll take it. Oh, God. I'm very sorry about the sounds you're going to be hearing in the recording. I have, like... My throat's been clogged up ever since I got back from work. If I do that, I think they'll all be able to take the turn next. Yes, okay. Can I land the stun? Oh, sweet, I did. Okay, alright. I decrease his max health when I do this, I think, right? It decreases... Yeah, they lose 10% health. Does that apply here? Yeah, it doesn't look like it did. It would say it, I think. Let's see, can I get them their turn meter back? Okay, got Grievous's turn meter back. That's good. Okay, that's fine if you do that. I don't mind. Do what you want. Come on. Come on. Generate turn meter B2. There you go. And see that 10% protection regen? That works because even though Grievous took his turn, he should have taken him down, but that AoE definitely helped to get back B2's health a little bit. That's not going to kill him for sure, but it might do something. Okay, let's see. He's marked, so he'll take the hit anyways. Oh, but I think he has Merciless Massacre coming up. I don't think this one can go my way regardless of how I play it. Actually, let's see. Can I stun him? I can stun him. That works very well for me, actually. Okay, okay. Stun, or do I do an AoE again? Stun or AoE? B1's got a turn coming up. If I hit him, he'll get enough turn meter, he can heal Magna. Let's do that. Okay, good. Stun, heal Magna, generate the massive turn meter for the team. Okay, yeah, he has buff immunity, so it won't matter. Oh, wait, but does he get... Oh, he gets crit hit immunity. That's not good. Let's see. I can... Wait, did I just crit on... Oh, that's right. They have critical... He has critical avoidance. Okay, so I guess that is another good reason to have Grievous's lead. He has critical... He decreases the crit avoidance, I think, by 40%. So even it looks like with crit hit immunity, I guess I can crit hit. Let's see. Who needs heals? I guess Magna... You know what? Since B2 generates turn meter, I'm going to give it to him right now. Because he's the one I want to protect a little longer. This should kill Vader. There we go. That kills Vader. Okay, that actually works out great. More turn meter. There we go. I'm going to get rid of... Or not get rid of him. I'm going to stun you. I'm going to heal up... Oh, did I misclick? No, Magna got healed. Okay. Can I stun you? Okay, I can. Nice. I'm going to heal you up a little more. That should... Oh, I thought that would kill him. Let's just... I don't really need... Yeah, he doesn't need that. Let's just stun here. There we go. And now it should be fairly easy. Just smack him. The AoE should kill Shore Trooper, I believe. Yes. Stun him again. I don't want you to talk to Tarkin. And... should be dead here. Nope. Oh, wow. He got 2 turns before they got another. Nope. That should kill him. There we go. So, yeah. You can underdog it. I guess that first run, it must have just been the fact that Magna got stunned and everything, so that kind of threw everything out of whack. But you can see that Droidica isn't needed. but in the context of a Grievous droid team, the assist will help quite a bit. So that is something that you can definitely look forward to. I believe that's it. I don't think there's any specific... Okay, at least it looks like they've also decreased the amount of damage that droids need to deal before they're allowed to get certain challenges done. That's good at least. But beyond that, I guess that's it for this weekend. I'm going to be putting up a video for the Military Might Challenge Tier 2. I managed to beat it for the first time today, or yesterday rather, and it's, I will say, a little overwhelming with the amount of gear I use, but it's not something that's insurmountable, and to be honest, the tunes I geared are ones that, at least for Galactic Legends, you'll need, and just in general for gameplay that you'll also need. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you guys next weekend.